There's definitely a connection on what we're doing today with Red Bull Stratos and future of space traveler safety.
The Red Bull Stratos. Crazy. We're all crazy. But you know, that's what it takes to do this.
It started with a legendary jump made by Captain Joe Kittner in 1960 from an altitude of 102,800 feet. The record untouched for almost 52 years.
For the last 48 years, I've been getting phone calls almost every month from around the world, from a whole variety of people that wanted to break my record. Most of them had no idea of the challenge, and I was never interested in it, so I stayed away from it constantly until I was really very seriously interested when I was approached by the Red Bull Stratos.
Joe and Felix Baumgartner met in 2008 for the first time.
But it's not just breaking records. It's also doing something as a pioneer. Maybe 20 years later it pays off and people will find out, oh, it was Felix Baumgartner together with Red Bull Stratos project developing the suit that we use right now. So we're gonna leave something, you know?
On a mission like Red Bull Stratos, the team is very important. Art Thompson, a technical wizard, is leading an impressive group of experienced scientists. A key to conquering the stratosphere is the design of the capsule. Inside, a cage provides the framework necessary to support the load. Outside, an aesthetic shell offers additional protection, and a base panel with crush pads ensures the capsule remains intact. It all comes together to provide a pressurized vessel to house Felix.
Yeah, we were really happy about the whole procedure as far as getting the capsule out. So when Felix steps out, I think he was really pleased with how stable it was. He expected there to be a lot more rotation, and so it gave him a lot of confidence.
A pressurized suit was the next critical piece to put in place.
Pressure suit is required above 50,000 feet. Without it, we cannot be going to space. It's an uncomfortable garment, but it's a necessary garment, and you just have to learn how to live with it.
As a leading spacesuit manufacturer, David Clark was the obvious choice when deciding on the safest and smartest suit. Unknown to most, this company has been designing air and space protection for astronauts and military pilots for over 50 years.
The company has been approached for a number of years by people wanting to do something similar, but they just didn't really know what they were getting themselves into. I mean, you have to have aerospace physiologists, you have to have the right engineers, you have to have experience.
The testing phase began with high-altitude jump training in the suit.
I still remember when I was in the plane up at 35,000 feet, trying to do a test jump, when I walked towards the door, pressurized. Two guys had to guard me to do that door. I'm standing there and I had the exact same feeling that I had 25 years before my first skydive. So I really thought, damn, I hope I can do this.
High-altitude training was followed by wind tunnel tests simulating what Felix could expect in freefall. The bungee jump is a clear indicator of what happens when exiting a capsule at 120,000 feet, jumping headfirst towards the Earth.
Perfect.
Subsequently, the pressure was increased in a high-altitude chamber test in Texas.
We're here at Brooks to man rate the pressure vessel, the capsule, get the mission team working together in mission control, get Felix used to working all the switches, buttons, life support. It's really proving out all the systems as close to an actual flight as you can without dealing with the balloons. We're taking it all the way to somewhere around 123,000 feet. It's however high they can get the chamber.
The final outcome is about more than records. It's gathering valuable data that has never been recorded before.
Good job.
It all starts with a big risk, and you have to minimize the risk to make sure there's just a short amount of risk, and you got to prepare for that short amount. And then it's worth to do it.